This class is the second class of a series of 3. The first one is called Find Freedom, Go Inside. And this one is the second one called Dive into the Core. And the last one will be Spanda, the pulsation of life. So in the first class, we just went into scanning and exploring the entire body, finding where are the contractions, where we can, when we move. And this one, we will explore the core. We will explore we put our attention into the very deep part of our body, the tensions, to find out how we can use this tension. A contraction is a doorway. I always find in my life that when I was having this contraction, and what I call contraction is a pain, is a physical pain, is a mental pain, is a spiritual pain. It's something that makes me small and uncomfortable. And each time I went into it, I went into directly dive into my core. It's not always nice. Then I found out that I could use it. I could use this, what is inside, to expand, to evolve, to grow. So I wanted to explore that in this class because I really believe actually, that in any contraction there is a seed. Imagine a seed, and if I say that a contraction is a seed, when you plant a seed, what's happening is the seed is sprouting. And this seed is sprouting from inside out and using a very potent energy that is inside. And what I want to explore today is this, is how we can use this contraction, this seed, because in any contraction, I believe that there is a potential for exploration and a potential to just grow and sprout out. So let's close the eyes. And explore how we feel today. Putting this attention into exploring the physical body, the mental body, the spiritual body. And of course, these 3 classes can be done separately, not in order, doing the one you want the most, you feel the most. How can we find this power, this capacity of diving into our core? And here, as you observe your breath, you will follow each inhalation and each exhalation. And at the end of each exhalation, you will put your attention on the last contraction of your abdomen when you exhale. And use this potent energy to inhale and shine. When you use this contraction at the end of the exhalation, it will give a certain power to your inhalation. So connect with that. And let's do a full inhalation through the nose. As you keep your spine tall, you exhale deeply, putting your attention at the end of the inhalation, and like a sprout from this exhalation, you will inhale deeply. Sprout everywhere in your body. And you exhale again deeply, going into the core of the exhalation to shine and radiate out into the inhalation. And then slowly open your eyes and come to put yourself into a downward facing dog. You might need blocks. You might so put them on the side or put cushions or books. And then let's come into downward facing dog. I'm gonna inhale, come into a plank position, and I'm gonna use my exhale to connect to the core and draw my forehead toward my tail, and I'm gonna inhale and expand. I'm gonna exhale, draw the tail towards the forehead, and I'm inhaling and expand. And this time I inhale and I exhale. I go down to the floor using the inhalation from the navel towards the toes, towards the crown of the head. And the exhalation is putting me back into a seed, child pose, and extend into downward dog. From here, I inhale, I put my knees to the floor, I expand. I exhale, I connect my forehead to the core and lift my knees off. I inhale, putting my knees back, expanding. And I exhale, lifting the knees. Last time, inhale. And exhale, going back into downward dog from the center of your power. From here, I'm going to bend my knees, look forward, and step forward. Inhaling, expanding, and exhaling, connecting to my core. What is there that I can explore? Inhaling, sprouting out towards the sky, and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling, using the contraction of the exhalation to extend and exhale. And inhale. And exhaling, downward facing dog. From here, I'm coming into a plank position and onto Vashisthasana. I'm going to lift the top leg and come into a contraction, using the center of my contraction to expand and rise. And then contraction, and then expand. This time I contract and I extend my left leg forward. And I use an inhalation to lift my body up. Exhale, coming up, lifting my right leg. Inhale, expanding back. And then exhale. And then inhale. And exhale. Whoops. And inhale. If I can dive into this contraction, and hands to the floor, can I find this power that I'm looking for? And exhale. And bend your knees, look forward, step or jump forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, fold. Before the rise. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale into a plank. Going to the left side. Lifting the right leg up into Vashisthasana. And coming into a contraction. And expanding. And then a contraction. From this contraction, I expand. One more time, contraction, taking my right foot forward. And using the center of my navel to rise and spread out. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, I extend. Exhale, up. Inhale. And exhale. And both hands to the floor. Taking plank position. Going down. Upper dog or cobra. And exhale. Downward facing dog. From here, I bend my knees, I look forward, and I step or I jump forward. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, up, and exhale. We'll do one more on each side. And trying to observe. Am I using really my contraction, my own power? Or am I always reaching from outside, from my extremities, to find my power? Now observe that. Inhale, plank, Vashisthasana. You can have the left foot in front of the right to settle, and then lift. And then contraction, and expand, and contraction, And expand. And contraction. When we repeat movements, we find the rhythm. We find how we need to do it. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. When I do it from my center, from my contractions, I can feel more grace into my extremities. Observe that. And bend the knees, move forward. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhale. Finding my capacity is exploring. I can tell that I still explore, and I hope I will always explore. And inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale. Upper dog or cobra. Exhale. Inhale. And Vashisthasana. Okay, so this time I'm doing it with the foot in front, so you can observe. And then from my center, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Relaxing my extremities to find easiness. And it really works. When I try to contract from my hands, it doesn't happen. Or from my eyes. Try also to relax the way you look. Exhaling, inhale, and hands to the floor. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, exhale. Just pause a little bit into your downward dog to resettle, to feel also the heat. I can start to feel the heat from a contraction, actually. And there is a lot of heat and energy. And we say that a sprout is a very good thing to eat, because when the seed is sprouting, it releases inside a lot of vitamins, nutrients. So from these nutrients, the seed is finding the potency to sprout out. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, I'm going to lift my left leg. I'm going to bend my right knee, and I'm going to grab my foot with my right hand. So I'm in a contracting state. From this contracted state, I will expand. Expand. Ekapadapadaangustasana. The head can stay forward or back, doesn't matter. Feel irradiating from the center to the extremities. And I'm going to bend both knees, come into Garudasana with my left arm below, right arm on top. And again, bending everything from the center. Inhale, opening into Ardha Chandrasana. So here you can put your right hand onto a block or on the floor. And then maybe Chapasana. So either you stay into Ardha Chandrasana, or you can expand a little bit more into Chapasana. And then I extend again from my center. Bending my right knee, I will rebound into Warrior Two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands to the floor, plank, chaturanga, upper dog or cobra. And exhale, using the center of my abdomen to go back into downward dog. From here, I lift my right leg up, putting my right foot forward, preparation into Warrior Two. But I'm in a contracted, and let's take everything from the outside to the center. And let's extend the right leg, extend the left leg to the earth, and extend all the body into Trikonasana. Let's do it again. We bend everything, we contract everything, and we use all the extremities from the center to all the extremities, the expansion into Trikonasana. If I'm not using my neck, can I use to expand from my navel to the crown of the head? And from here, we look forward, both hands to blocks or to the floor. We will lift with both legs in 90-degree angle. I'm going to keep my left fingertips on the floor. I will open my right arm up. And again, I'm going to get into a contraction, bending everything and expanding. And really observe that you're not expanding from the foot, but from the center towards the foot. From the center towards the hands. And this time I bend both knees and I come down into the seed of myself. To rebound and expand into Ardha Matsyendrasana. And a twist is a really interesting pose to observe. I love twist. Because if you do it properly, which means not from the external body, but really from the center, using the exhalation, the end of the exhalation, to twist, and not the neck, not the shoulders. Then each time you inhale, you can expand a little bit more. And when you exhale, each time you exhale, you go and gather that power to be able to inhale and expand. And I come back to the front, pushing into my right foot, extending everything out from the center to the extremities, and putting both legs next to each other, open width apart. Let's put the hands into the back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. the abdomen towards the thighs. Inhaling from that center point to rise up and release. Whew. It's really heating a lot the body. Okay, now we'll go to the other side. So we will lift the right leg up, bend also the left, putting the whole body like a contraction together, and take with the left hand the outside of the right foot. And from my center, I'm gonna expand into a Kapada Padangustasana twist, actually. And put your attention on really not using the fingertips or the foot, but the center, your navel, to spread out. From here, I will bend my left knee. I will roll my right foot around my left leg. Right arm down, left on top. And I'm gonna contract myself. I want to go and gather my power to inhale and spread out into Ardha Chandrasana. Either you stay here or you grab your right foot and you go into Chapasana. A little bit of back bend, putting the heart. And then I again extend, bending my front foot. I'm gonna go into Warrior Two. Inhaling, extending, and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Both hands, both sides on the floor, and Chaturanga. Inhaling, upper dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Here I take my left foot forward, coming into a preparation for Warrior Two. But I gather my entire body around my navel, and I use my navel to shine into Trikonasana. Let's try again. I gather everything into my navel, and from my navel I radiate into Trikonasana. And even in the pose, it's very interesting to observe and to put your attention in how you maintain the pose. Is it your neck, your eyes, your right shoulder? From here, I will put my both hands each side of my front foot, lifting my right leg. My right hand down or on a block, and I'm going to bend both knees and expand to the side. And I bend, I put myself into a seed, and I expand. And again, I bend, and I expand, and I stay here. This time I bend both knees, coming to put my right knee on the outside of my left foot. And I stay a little bit into that position of a seed, of a contraction. Sometimes it feels comfort to stay in a contraction. And I'm asking always myself, is it really comfortable? Or is it comfortable because this is the only way you know? So let's observe. I'm inhaling and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling from the navel to the extremities. And exhaling. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming back to the center. And from this like a contracting place, I'm going to expand into a standing split. Here again, you can use the blocks if you need. And then both feet on the floor. I'm gonna put myself into child pose with my arms alongside the body. Exploring this pose. That's really the representation of a seed. It's like everything is gathered inside towards the center, towards the core. What is the core? And I believe that it's this infinite potential. This is from where we are gathering power to expand. So concentrate on this place around the navel. You can even visualize it like a ball of power, like a sun. And from that place, you will inhale and spread out one vertebra at a time, rolling up. And we will continue with a backbend exercise where we will, from the seed of the child pose, express the entire body. From the contraction, we will express the entire body into a shining sun. So I'm going to show you from the child pose. You put your left hand onto the left heel, and you will spread out your right arm, opening the arm, going to the side, right hand to the right heel, and going back into the contraction. Keeping your right hand onto your right heel, you expand with your left arm and then follow with the right and coming back into the contraction. Let's do it together. Inhale, left hand, right up, left down, right down, and left. And then inhale, exhale. And then inhale, exhale. And expressing left arm, right arm, and down. And really connect from the potent place that you have in the center. And from there, as you gather the energy, you can expand. And again, I pulse this movement with my breath. Maybe going a little bit faster. Last one with the right arm and the left. And just settling into child pose. Slowly rising up, one vertebra after the other. And let's expand the legs forward into a preparation for Paschimottanasana. In every contraction, there is a potential. How can I use this potential for me to be able to grow? So inhale, take your arms up. And for the exhale, you will circle your arms to the back, pull your legs towards yourself, hug your knees. And inhale, legs forward, arms up. Exhale, pull. Take your arms around your knees and forehead to the knees. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. And I'm staying into this contraction. Sometimes we need to stay in the contraction a little bit more, even if it's not really the perfect place to be. Because behind the contraction there is always a nice changing in perspective. And I'm gonna release the pose and move a bit forward to lie on my back. From here, bending the knees to my chest and extending the legs from the center to the sky. I'm gonna put my legs back and my knees, both of my knees, onto my forehead. Preparation for a shoulder stone. From here, I'm gonna extend my legs from my center towards the sky, extending all directions from my center to the back of my head, to the back of my arms. And then I bend my knees, reconnecting with the contraction. And I'm going to extend, allowing the expansion to happen. And I bend my knees towards my forehead. And this time I'm going to stay into shoulder stand, using the breath to create a pathway from the center all the way to the toes, the expression of the toes, and from the center all the way to the back of my head, the back of my arms, and the back of my shoulders. And really being present with this, like I'm asking myself, how can I stay in this pose using this potential that I have inside me, this power potential, without using too much effort. Actually, that's the purpose. And then I'm going to bend my knees to my forehead, recreating the contraction, keeping my hands into my lower back. I'm going to extend my right foot from the navel to the back, and maybe my toes will touch the floor, and then my left foot. If my toes touch the floor, then I can release my arms to the back. If my toes don't touch the floor, I keep my hands into my lower back. And I observe that this contracted form here, halasana, is not a very comfortable one. From where, and maybe I want to use that contracting form to observe what's come up when I'm here. Just observing. And then I'm gonna bend my knees to my forehead and very slowly release one vertebra after the other onto the floor, putting one foot at a time on the floor, staying here. With my knees to the chest, I'm going to send my knees to the right. No, so I'm in a contracted form to the side. And I'm going to use from the center the left side of my rib cage, my left shoulder, my left arm, all the way to the left fingertips to sprout my arm out. Allowing the expansion to be filled from the potent seed that is in the center. And I come back up, rolling to the left side. Here it's the same from the center of myself. I'm gonna sprout out my right arm all the way to the fingertips. drawing the energy from the center of me to the right side of my rib cage, all the way to my fingertips. I'm going to draw my knees back to my chest, rolling my forehead, if possible, to my knees. Trying to stay into this potential. And then allowing slowly the legs to extend onto the mat. My arms to release. And release my entire body into Shavasana. Shavasana is a very important pose. It's the pose for regeneration, and it should not be taken for granted. When we are in Shavasana, when we release our entire being into the earth, we allow the micro of each of us to start the work. And that work is that each of our cells are contracting towards the core and expanding towards their surface. And this contraction and expansion is creating the life, is creating the time when we rest, all the cells are rejuvenating ourselves into the core of them, all what we need to stay healthy. So that moment of Shavasana, sometimes we don't do it too much into a online class. Please, if you have time, stay into it. Enjoy it. If you have more time, you can stay into Shavasana. If not, you can move back up with me slowly. Gently coming to a sitting position. If you're sitting with me, you will feel this amazing energy inside yourself. When we practice yoga with this intention, we can definitely benefit. If in any of our contraction lies the potential to rise, the potential to expand, let's put our attention on this diving core to find this amazing being that is us. And to bless this practice, I'm gonna put my hands on Anjali Mudra, blessing all of you in your houses to be with me, to explore with me from far. Namaste. Thank you. Repeat the classes. Sometimes we don't get it at first. So the first one, find freedom, go inside. And this one, dive into the core before doing the last one. That will be a surprise. So just practice, explore, make it yours, and see you soon. Stay connected.